she really did enjoy meeting my wife, her family, and she had very kind words of respect for her. The third moment was most recently back in January, where my immediate family and I, we went to India just to see her. And that's when she saw her granddaughter, our daughter, Krishna. And she was very excited. She was a little bit perplexed. And then I looked at my grandma, I'm like, so what do you think about Krishna? And I remember her response. She said, well, she's a happy baby. She's fun to be around with when she's happy. When she cries, she drives me crazy. And we said, same here. Same here. I will definitely still continue to miss her, but she did love everyone equally. It didn't matter if they're friends, family, or even neighbors. She had a big heart. Everyone knows her warmth. And we'll, I'll stay connected with her.
Yeah. She's blessing you from there. She's here.
And I just want to say, আমি তোমাকে ভালোবাসি দিলাই। এতটুকু খুব প্রশ্ন করি। Stay well.
Today we are here, we gathered here to remember my beloved Mashi, whom the whole family, all of us called Mummy. Her daughter used to call her Mummy, and I was the next. So I started calling her Mummy, and everyone else followed, the whole family. She was the rock of her family. She lost her husband when she was only like maybe 21, 22 years old. She lived for 1 month, and I remember my mom telling me that after a month, my mom was in college. My mom was just the second sister. So she came, and my mom was in college. So she came and told my grandfather that I want to. She was pretty. She got married just after high school. So she just came one day after a month of not speaking to anyone. She said, I want to go back to college. I want to be in college with Roma, like my mom. So the both sisters studied together, and since then she made sure, my grandfather passed away very young. He was only 52, and my mom was in all well, like in high school and all. And she made sure that my grandfather was a doctor, and she made sure that my oldest mama also joins the medical school, and all her brothers get great education. And then my mom got married right after she finished her BA honors, and my mummy continued. And it was also the time she made a choice that her daughter needs to get a good education. So she decided to put her in a boarding school in Patna, where my Didi Bhai grew up. And then my mom got married, but very soon another tragedy hit. Their beloved father passed away just after a month of my mom's marriage. So then Mummy became she was the matriarch of the family anyway. She became everything. She was because my grandma, Mamuni, was always in the kitchen and just, house and everything. And since then, all her, I have seen her, I've never seen a more positive person than her. She was a fighter, she was a survivor, she was like a phoenix, she just rose from the ashes, and she built her, her family, her daughter, her sisters, her brother, that's what she lived for. And she made sure all of us go to great schools. She always made sure that, education was the forefront of her being. She always made sure that we all get well educated, and and always family was the most important, and she just loved us dearly. She used to, every time she used to come from Patna, she would bring us cute, mirror work hoodies and stuff, and all mirror work, handwork sarees for mom. And then every time she would come to the US, she would go back and she would speak about all of you. And I remember, like, summer vacation, she would come to visit us. Like, my mom would call her for lunch, and we would sit there hearing stories of New Jersey and everyone. I haven't met all of you, but I know so many of you through, the way everyone, like, we should speak, and we would, like, we were young, we were in high school, so we wanted to hear all about the US, about New Jersey, and she had all this, and every time, and then she would also tell us, I wish all of you also settle in the US, whether for your studies or get married. So all of you girls will be together along with Didi Bhai and, everyone else. So family was always the most integral. So, like, her being, like, she just, everything was family, and she taught us to be strong and to fight. I again saw her in the hardest moment of her life when she lost her daughter. I was there for 2 weeks, and I sometimes would break, but I never saw her break. I remember one day they had to go, my brother-in-law, Jamai Babu, and they were deciding to go and see the new house they are in. The previous day, Jambu had come and said that she's not doing well, my Didi. So I was, like, very shaken up. The next day I couldn't even wake up, and she said, "Get up and wear a new dress." She was even spraying perfume on me. We need to go and see this house. We need to buy this house. And so we did that. I was like, she's like, just then I remember Sunny was in college. He was a freshman. And I was, like, in my bedroom, I had a little 14-month-old daughter. And I heard her telling to Jamu that, oh, he's going to come back for the summer. He needs a summer job. Let's just, and then he would tell me, can you sit with Rohit? He was in third grade. Can you sit with Rohit and make sure he's doing all his homework? Same with Sammy, just make sure the boys are doing their, homework and getting everything done. That's what I have seen in her. And that's she was a fighter, and that's what she taught us. You have to fight, you have to survive, and you have to go on no matter what, right? That was her mantra. And I called her on Mother's Day. So on Mother's Day, I called her and she picked up. She was a little short of hearing, but very good memories. She was very happy. I called her and I told her, Happy Mother's Day, Happy Grandma's Day, Happy Great Grandma's Day. She was very excited and she told me, you're a grandma now, the little Krishna, right? And we had a very nice conversation. And I have lost my parents very recently, and she was very close to them. And she said, I had a dream about your parents last night, that they came and they're talking to me. And so and then she was asking me about my daughters. She was very worried that my daughter should get married. Like, I said, oh, she's in grad school, she will get married. But, like, oh, no, you don't just let them go. You have to keep on telling them, And when you come to India, I want to see you with your son-in-law. And so she asked me, the last thing was, when are you going to come to India? And I said, maybe this year, October, November. She's like, yeah, I haven't seen you for a long time. I really want to see your girls. I want to, So that's the conversation I had with her Mother's Day. And she said, call me sometimes. And I told her, every time I call you, I feel sad. And she's like, why do you feel sad? I said, I miss my parents. I miss everything. She's like, no, you call me, we'll talk. And she even said some funny things, and, we laughed. And then again, she's like, keep your daughter's wedding in your mind. You have to tell these kids, just don't let them go. I'm like, so this is the conversation I had with her.
See her great grandkid.
Yes, she was very good. Then I remember when we came, Krishna had her first birthday, right? So we came and we called her from Jama's house, and I told her that we are here. Then I told her, how are you related to Krishna? And just jokingly I was saying, and she's like, yeah, I'm the great grandmother. She was just telling me she was very happy to be a great grandmother. She was very happy that Sammy got a daughter. she always wanted, because there were three boys, right? And every time I told her, "You are a great grandma," and she's like, "You are a grandma too." She was reminding me every time. And so, she will be always very, very loved, and always in our hearts. She was just like my mom, as you said, my mom, I called her, and she was really, really loved and adored by her siblings, by her family. And I think we lost almost all of them within a span of 2 years. And that was very hard on her,
That's why she ran back.
Yes.
She's a mom.
Yeah, she lost all her three brothers. She lost my mom. She lost my dad. She lost another of my meshos, my uncle. So but she was still strong. She would not say a word about it.
She was a pillar.
Yes, she was a little sick when I called her. She
Yeah.
never told me she was sick. All we talked about was New Jersey, my daughter, myself. Just nice, happy things. In fact, later I came to know from my youngest aunt that she was not doing, she was like, she had a minor stroke a month before, but that was never the conversation. Like, she talked to my husband, she talked to me, and she said, "Oh, are your daughters at home?" I said, "No, no, they're not there, but when they come back, I will make sure that they talk to you, they call you." So, mommy will always love you, and you will always forever be in our hearts.
Yeah, thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing.
Thank you.
We shall do Aarti at this time.
এখানে বলে নিক তারপরে নাকি?
We have Aarti, so I would like to request everyone to please stand up.
Stand up for Aarti.
Om
Yagno Havihi Prajananam
Om Jaya Jagadish Hare Swami Jaya Jagadish Hare Om Jaya Jagadish Hare
Manata Sukha Sampati Ghar Aave Sukha Sampati Ghar Aave Kashta Mite Tanaka Om Jaya Jagadish Hare Mata Pita Tuma Mere Sharan Parume Kisaki Swami Sharan Parume Kisaki तुम बिना और न दूजा प्रभु बिना और न दूजा आश करूं मैं जिसकी ओम जय जगदीश हरे तुम पूर्ण परमात्मा तुम अंतर्यामी स्वामी तुम अंतर्यामी पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर तुम सबके स्वामी ओम जय जगदीश हरे तुम करुणा के सागर तुम पालन करता स्वामी तुम पालन करता मैं मूर्ख खल कामी मैं सेवक तुम स्वामी कृपा करो भरता ओम जय जगदीश हरे तुम हो एक अगोचर सबके प्राणपति स्वामी सबके प्राणपति किस विध मिलो दयामय
कि सभी मिलो प्रताप तुमको मैं कुमति। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। दीन बंधु दुख हरता तुम रक्षक मेरे। स्वामी तुम रक्षक मेरे। अपने हाथ उठाओ करुणा हस्त बढ़ाओ। द्वार करम तेरे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। विषय विकार मिटाओ पाप हरो देवा। स्वामी काष्ट हरो देवा। श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ श्रद्धा प्रेम बढ़ाओ संतन की सेवा। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। तन मन धन सब कुछ है तेरा। स्वामी सब कुछ है तेरा। तेरा तुझको अर्पण तेरा। तुझको अर्पण प्यारा हे मेरा। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे। भक्त जनों के संकट दास जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे। भक्त जनों के संकट दास जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे। भक्त जनों के संकट दास जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे। भक्त जनों के संकट दास जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। कर्पूर गौरम करुणावतारम संसार सारम भुजगेन्द्रहारम सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि। मंगलम भगवान विष्णु मंगलम गरुड़ध्वज मंगलम पुण्डरीकाक्ष मंगलाय तनोहरि। सर्वमंगलमांगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थ साधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। नारायणी नमोस्तुते। नारायणी नमोस्तुते। यानि कानि च पापानि जन्मान्तरकृतानि च तानि सर्वाणि नश्यन्तु प्रदक्षिणां पदे पदे।
ओम प्राणाय स्वाहा। ओम अपानाय स्वाहा। ओम ज्ञानाय स्वाहा। ओम दानाय स्वाहा। ओम समानाय स्वाहा। ओम सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह
वै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। बोलो श्री गजानन गणपति महाराज की जय। श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय, श्री बालकृष्ण लाल की जय, सद्गुरु देव की जय। ओम नमः पार्वती पतये हर महादेव हर।
Thank you, everyone. Please make Aarti, and if you have a more speech, you can
প্রভাত বলেনি প্রভাত বলবে এখন আমি ইন্দু আর প্রভাত ইন্দু come here. Let me get the mic in that side.
I think so. Because I've had it so many times before. I know.
Indu, everybody quiet, please.
only one
Can you all sit down? Because Indu has.
was selected for that.
Please. Sit down, please, everybody.
Hello, hello. Hi everyone, I'm Indil. I'm Sunil's wife. Thank you everybody for coming. It was such a beautiful ceremony because all of you were here. I met Edie Bai when Sumi and I were first dating. She actually gave me a wedding ring before Sumi did. She gave me a ring and welcomed me to the family. She was an amazing woman. She was very intelligent. She was very strong, and it was amazing getting to